So today we are doing interior texturing. Okay. So in this, we will see multiple material and multiple textures also. Okay. So I'm recording this session. First is I have already created an interior model. The same I have asked you all to create one interior. Means I have asked you to create your own room, living room. So I will be setting the project now. File, project window. Below that set project is there. Click on the set project. Click on the set project here, Maya and interior. Just select the folder, interior folder, which you have created project earlier. Then set. After this, uh, I need to open this. Just open. After setting this, once you open, automatically in scenes it will open. Just open. So you will get your file. Okay.
Okay.
So now this is the file. So what I'll do, I'll just select all. I'm selecting everything. Right click, assign existing material. Okay. Now the model is something like this. Okay. We have a model something like this. Okay. Then I'll go to Hypershade, go to rendering editors, Hypershade. Now I'll show you how to do the unwrapping and how to apply texture. The procedure first is the model which you have created, you need to unwrap this first, then apply the materials like that it is. Okay. Okay, I'm just cleaning stuff. Okay. So you have to go to window, rendering editors, Hypershade. This is the place where you do texturing part. Let us minimize this. Make sure everything is clean. Everything is clean. So you can come to this part here. See here. This is the perspective. This is the 4 pane. This is 2 pane panel layout. This is the outliner. Here bottom what you see in the left side under the tools. Here this is outliner. Okay. Make sure. Okay. It's all clean. Okay. There's no other things. I have grouped it. I have named it as set. Okay. Everything. So now in this, we have two windows over here. Let's say there are some photo frames are there, windows are there, some elements are there here and there. Some carpet is there, bed sheet, means blanket, pillows, everything is there. Let us start applying texture. First, what I'll do, I'll be um, applying a material for floor. Let us create a floor first. To do this, first what we have to do, UV in modeling, there is something called UV here, menu. Okay. So there are different types of mapping. Okay. The different types of mapping. Normally, by default, like what we can do, an automatic mapping is there, camera based mapping is there, cylindrical mapping is there, planar mapping is there, spherical mapping is there. Okay. Got it. There are different sort of mapping is there. More like popularly used mapping is planar mapping. For cylindrical object, you can use cylindrical mapping. For spherical object, you can use spherical mapping. For individual like planes and all, you can use planar mapping. The best option in plane is, planar mapping. You have project forms. In x-axis, you can project mapping. In y-axis, z-axis, like this. Let us see all this. Okay. Now what I'll do, For time being, okay, already, I have done the mapping and all for this, but for time being, I'll cancel all the mapping by just giving automatic mapping. Okay, for time being, now how to see the mapping? Here, UV texture editor is there. Texture editor will be there under rendering, hypershade, light editors. Okay, what you do here, you have in polygon modeling, here this one, click on this. This is UV texture, UV editor. UV editor and UV toolkit is there. Let's see. Let's not work in toolkit now. This is UV editor. Where this UV editor is under polygon modeling, you have here. You have here this one under polygon modeling. This is the UV editor. Okay. Now, when I select this particular model or any model, this looks something like this. These are the UVs where you can manually select the UV. You can move the UV. UV are 2D based. Okay. Whereas the UV which is selected here, you cannot move here. I'm not able to move, but you can move those things here. Okay. So I'll tell you how does this work. Now what I'll do, I'm selecting this. Now, in which axis you are able to see this clearly? In which axis you can see this plane very clearly? See, in UV texture editor, there are 4 panes. Okay. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. Here, it's like this. Okay, it's something like this is there. That's how it looks. So how do we apply material first? Means what type of material we can apply for the floor? Guys, can you tell me what type of material we can apply? Can we apply something like wood material? Will that be okay? Or shall we apply something like tiles or granite? Which one looks good for the floor? I want your response also in this.
Tiles.
Yeah, hi, Sniseta. Okay, can we apply tiles or granite? Let's see how does that looks. So for that, what we have to do is, I'll open this hyper shade window, this hyper shade. In my work area, this is the list area, this is the work area. What I'll do, there are so many types of material in this. Let's say here in Maya, how many render engine? Based on the render engine, you can work on the materials also. Now this particular settings, I'm selecting this. Okay. This is the render setting. There are, Maya software is there, hardware, V-Ray, Vector, Arnold renderer. So many are there. Okay. Let me select Maya software first. I'm selecting Maya software engine. In Maya software engine, there are different type of qualities there. Production, preview, intermediate quality like this. Let it be production quality. Production quality is a good quality. Okay, these are the settings you have to do before starting anything. Maya software, production quality, and come down ray tracing quality. Make sure this is on. Ray tracing is turn on. Okay. This is the first task we have to do before rendering process. Maya software and Maya software production quality, turn on ray tracing, and I'll close this. Now let us take only Maya software surfaces. Now come to Maya surfaces. Last class we have seen Lambert, Blinn and all. Let me select Blinn. Okay, you have to come to surface here. Under Maya surface, you have Blinn here. Blinn will be having a uh, specular area. Okay, specularity it will give. Okay, so what I'll do, Blinn, I'm gonna apply Blinn over here. Okay, press 6, you can see the texture. Okay, middle click, drag and drop to the floor. Then what I'll do, I'll come to 2D texture, select empty file, this file, select empty file. Now these files are here, select this two, you can place this over here. What I'll do, after this is, just click here, go to attribute editor, go to attribute editor. So in the model, what I have done, interior model, see I have copied so many source images. I have copied carpet image, I have copied some fabric image, I have copied leather texture image, uh, tiles image, wood image. These are the images you have to collect and you have to copy inside the project folder, that is in source images. This is your project folder. Once you create project folder, so many folder will appear, right? Your Maya file will be saved inside scene. Under source images folder, you have to copy the textures. Okay, got it? Any doubt is there?
No.
Okay, good. So there are different type of tiles here, tiles, granites, whatever you want, you can apply. Let me apply this kind of thing. Okay, some 300.jpg is there, I can apply this. So what I'll do, I'll come to Maya here, click over here in this. Okay, I'm selecting this. See, I have added this texture, and this one, out color to color, just connect from here to here, you connect. Now see, you can see the texture here. Got it? Any doubt is there? Any doubts? You can see the texture, but this is not looking good. Let's place this properly, or else let us see, do we have any other texture, good texture? If it is not there, even you can download it. So granite seamless. Always whenever you search for texture, always go with seamless texture. Seamless. So this flooring is fine, or else we can go with this flooring, or else no, or else tiles or marble, or else floor tiles. Mention floor tile. Okay, see, you can go with this. This looks good. Okay, select this. It's over here. Then right click. You save this image in the Maya
Source.
interior source images folder. You have to save. Save this as tiles, floor tile. Floor tile. Okay. In Maya, what you can do again, click this, you can search floor tiles again. Okay, you got this, and automatically it changed here, right? Now in this, any doubt is there up to here? Guys, these are the major thing. Okay, you have to understand very clearly, okay, how to apply materials or textures. Any doubt is there? No doubt?
None so far.
Okay. So now select this, because this is not unwrapped properly. Now if you see here, see, this is not properly unwrapped. We have to do the unwrapping. To do unwrapping, select the model. Actually, you can see this model very clearly in y-axis. See here, the axis count is there, no, x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. In y-axis, you can see this. Whereas this plane, you can see in z-axis. Whereas for this plane, you can see in x-axis. Got it? So now I'm selecting this, go to UV menu, go to planar mapping option box, select y-axis, and you see the changes, what happens here. Select y-axis, apply. When you apply, the plane will fit properly here in this box. Okay. Now click outside. Then what we can do is select this place 2D texture. Place 2D texture is for placement. Select this place 2D texture. Here repeat UV is there. Guys, observe here. Repeat UV. Repeat UV. 1 is there, right? I'll make 2 and 2. See what happens? I have increased the UV count, right? I have increased the UV count here. Got it? How to do? Under place 2D texture. Where is this place 2D texture? Material. This is the blend material, blend shading group. For this blend material, I have taken empty file from here, from 2D texture empty file. Along with empty file, this place 2D texture will come. You have to select the place 2D texture after applying the texture. Then here in repeat UV 2 by 2 you can do. If you do 4 by 4, your tiles are so small. Now increase this to 2 by 2. Got it? Any doubt is there?
No.
Okay, is it clear for Lamini, Jabulos, Niseko?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Niseko, I haven't done much actually in this window, rendering editor, hypershade. Okay, this is a hypershade window, and we have created interior earlier. This is a simple interior model which we have created in Maya. Polygons, everything is polygons, no NURBS. You have to create entire model in polygon. Okay, fine. Now this is the wall and this is the wall. Okay, I want to apply a wall color, means just one simple material. Wall, I don't want reflection for wall. Okay, for the floor I want reflection. So what I'll do, in hypershade, select this blend, select this blend. See, already a file is applied, that is why it is looking like this. Here what I'll do, under ray tracing blend, you have to switch on refraction. You have to switch on refraction. Why? Because in render setting I have turned on ray tracing here. It will work. Means specularity and all will be there. It will work. So here eccentricity you make 0.1 for blend material. See, I'm selecting the blend material. Eccentricity 0.1, specular roll of 1, specular color to white, so that you get some kind of reflection here when I render. Okay, this is for the blend, but I don't want reflection for the wall. Wall is a plain, simple, flat color. So tell me which material I can take for flat color. I don't want reflection or specularity for the wall. Can you guys tell me? Last class I have explained this. You have to go to surface. Which material doesn't support specularity? Guys, Lambert. It's Lambert here. It is there. Under surface, just come down. You have Lambert. Select the Lambert. And even what you can do, you can name this. This is blend, right? Double click this. Double click this. Floor tile. You can mention floor tile. I'll come here. Lambert. I want to name this as, just double click. You can change wall color. Okay. So now what I'll do, I select this wall and I select this wall. Both wall I'm selecting. Just right. There are multiple options out there. Okay. Just right click, assign material to viewport selection. Even that way also you can do, or else drag and drop you can do. See, I change this color. Okay. Select all, edit, delete by type history I do. Delete by type history. Okay, I'm selecting this, wall color has been applied. Okay, now you can see wall color I have changed, right? Lambert I have taken. See, if I apply this color, automatically that color will change. It should change. What happened? Okay, anyhow, it will change. Okay, here what I'll do, just kind of cream color I'll give, light cream. Okay. So now this is the render screen. If you render this, Maya software, okay, you are able to see something. I don't know what happened. Okay, this is ceiling. Let us apply ceiling color for this. For ceiling also, I'll take Lambert and another Lambert, and I'm not applying any texture to this. Huh? Just double click ceiling. Now for ceiling color, I'll make it white, and I'm selecting this, drag and drop here, white color. So just come over here like this, and you render. Let's see how does this looks. There's some black color it is there. I don't know why it is falling. Let's see why this black tint is coming. Okay, what I'll do, let us create a simple light first. Under create, what you can do, under create light, there are so many different type of lights are there. I'll just create one point light. I'll in Maya, 6 types of light are there: ambient light, direction light, point light, spotlight, area light, volume light. I'm just, these are other V-ray light, but I'm just taking point light here. Let me create a point light, and you place in the center. Point light is something like bulb at our home. Bulb is there, no? So, but this one 360 degree, it will give the brightness. So let me see whether it is coming properly or not. Yes. Now see, you have white color here, you have cream color here, you have the floor here, right? Lighting part we will do later, but slowly let's see how does this looks. And in settings, what I'll do, render settings, common, come to common, here image size, this is smaller size, let us take bigger size, that is HD 720 or full HD. Let's take HD 720, half HD. And here this box is there, no? This is called resolution gate. Can you see this small dot here? Okay, one box and small dot, this is called resolution gate. If you click on this, you get this box. So inside this box, whatever element is seen, only those are going to render. Got it? Only those are going to render, nothing else. Any doubt is there? Guys, if this meeting ends, connect with the link, same link again. Okay. I'm in this link, and I want to um, freeze this link. I want to freeze this link. For that, what you can do, view. Okay. Do you know what is bookmark? Have you heard of bookmark? Yes, normally when we are searching, normally when we are doing something in a web page, we bookmark the page. For example, frequently, if you want to visit that page, you can bookmark. Similarly, I want to bookmark this view. Anyhow, I'm looking through a perspective view. I want to bookmark this view. So go to view, bookmark, edit bookmark, edit bookmark. Okay, I'll show you again. I want to bookmark this view, go to view, bookmark, edit bookmark, new bookmark, add to shelf. This is my shelf. Add to shelf. You got the bookmark here, and close. Now let's say I'm here somewhere like this, and I want to go to the same view. Then it is very difficult for me to set to the same. Click here, it goes to that, because this view I have captured that as a bookmark. See, like this. Now click, it goes to that. Now when I render, Great. I'm getting an output like this. Got it? Any doubt is there? Why so silence,
No.
guys? Okay, great. Okay, now what I'll do? We have windows. Now let's observe what and all items are here. We have uh, a metal frame and we have one a window glass. Let's do one thing. We have to apply window texture. I have window texture here. Hmm, where it is? See here. We have a window texture. Okay. So now I have to open render hypershade window texture. Let me take a Lambert, simple Lambert. I'm taking a Lambert and select this, move here, move here, just double click window and I'll come to 2D texture. I'll take empty file, double click on this, click over here, got it? Take empty file, select this, click on this folder box, and I have to take window. What is the name of that? 7151, or else you can rename. So 7151 is here, open. Now this color, out color to color, just link this, that's it. Now what I have to do, this one, drag and drop here, again drag and drop here, press 6, wow, we got a window. I think it is already unwrapped. I'm selecting this, go to UV texture editor, it is already unwrapped. Otherwise, see, otherwise, just right click UV, you will get to know how does this looks. See, if I move UV, see, it moves like this. So whatever we work in UV, it works only for the, um, it is applicable only for the texture. You can do something like this, two things, okay, by changing here. That's okay. Now we have applied um, this texture. And what I'll do here, for this material, I'll go to hypershade, not the render setting, go to hypershade, select this window. I'll give little incandescence so that it's bit brighter. Okay. Now we have metal frame here. Okay. I need to select the metal frame. So for the metal frame, go to surface and you come down, select blend. Blend is used for the metal. So just do the placements properly here. Guys, if you see this, now see how many are there. This looks so complicated, but it's not complicated. Okay. You can do the placement properly. Here you mention what it is. This is metal frame for window. Metal frame for window. Now select the color. What you do? Color you make it black. I want black. Eccentricity 0.1. Specular roll of 1. Specular color white. Switch on refraction. Okay. Now select the items here. Select these two metal frame. Okay. Then come here. Right click. Assign material to viewport selection. Leave. Now it is assigned. Metal is assigned. Okay. Similarly, there is a door here. For the door, what we have to do, let us see whether we have door here or what. Yeah, see, we have door here. We have another door here. This looks good. So this is 5944. Okay. So what I'll do here, for the door, let me take a Lambert and let me take an empty file under 2D texture. Place it here. So here, what is that? 20, what is the name? 5944. 5944. 5944. This one. Okay. Now this color to color. Now this is door, DOOR. Now this one I want to apply this one, drag and drop to this one. Okay, now see guys, what is the challenge here? Why it is not looking like door? Now what you do, open window, open UV editor, select this. Now see, the UVs are like this. UVs are not proper. Okay, if you turn off, this is the image to turn off. UVs are not proper. Turn on. Now what I'll do, I'm able to see this model in Z-axis clearly. Then what you have to do is go to UV, planar, option box, Z-axis and project. Now it looks like this. Okay. Then what you do, go to UV here, select this UVs, R. You can scale UV here like this, and you can scale like this as well. Got it? See, the door is ready. Any doubt is there? Guys, any doubt? Okay, I assume there is no doubt then. Okay, now we have two photo frame. So what I'll do, let me unwrap this in the beginning. So this I'm able to see in x-axis. This I'm able to see in x-axis. Select this, UV, planar, x-axis, project. Then select this model here, go to UV, planar. I'm able to see this very clearly in x-axis. You cannot see this in, see, you cannot see this in z-axis or y-axis, but in x-axis you can see this clearly, project. Okay. Now what I'll do, I'll open Hypershade. Go to window Hypershade. So now let us create two Lambert. I'll come to surface. I'll take a Lambert, frame one. Then you have to select 2D texture, click on file, select these two, do the placement over here, select this. I have some photo frames here. Where are those? Yep, here. Painting 168, painting 203. Okay, or painting 168 and painting 0045. So select this, click here, painting 168. Yep, it's here. Open, connect this from color to color, and I come over here, drag and drop here. Okay,